another video. I'm Brett Papa, and today's lesson is all about how to make your guitar playing more vocal-like, right? You think about the vocalist in a song, they drive the whole song, they tell the whole story. So we might as well take a tip from the vocalist and learn how to do that with our guitar playing. And you do that by thinking how a vocalist speaks or sings, right? They pause, they hold notes, they have vibrato, but they also, typically their lyrics follow a rhyme scheme, and that helps them to develop their story and have it all make sense. So we're gonna learn how to do that on our guitar. Okay, so a quick update for all the subscribers out there. I am so sorry, it's been like 3 weeks since I've done a video. I'm working on 490 gigs of video that I'm editing. And those are going to be, if you don't know it, I have a site, brettpapa.com, where I got a bunch of courses. I'm gonna leave that link down in the description box below. But that's how I make my living, and I got 490 gigs of stuff that are gonna end up there. And so I'm super stoked. A lot of it is stuff I'm actually producing. I'm not even in it, but I'm doing products with my buddy Tim Pierce, who's like one of the most highly regarded session guitar players ever. He's doing a rhythm course that we just finished up, which is for all levels. So if you want to take your rhythm playing and really learn how to get a professional spin on it, check that one out for sure. It should be out in like 2 weeks. And then I got a one with my buddy Ford Thurston from Nashville. A lot of people have really expressed interest in Ford's playing. He's freaking awesome. So I put together a soloing course with Ford, and I also have a rhythm product of my own, which appearing in the video as well is a Nashville singer-songwriter, producer, session guy, touring guy. I think he's done it all. Well, maybe he doesn't sing. Take it back, he doesn't sing. Songwriter. But anyway, he tours with Kenny Chesney. I mean, he's all over the place, does everything. That's why I thought he would be awesome to help us to learn to think when we're playing rhythm. How do we play if we're playing with another guitar player? What do we do? How do we play off of each other? Or if you're a songwriter and want to create your own stuff, right? I come up with simple parts, and then he shows us how to layer and create more of a beautiful sonic landscape. So that's what I've been doing. Again, check out all that stuff. brettpapa.com. Sign up for the newsletter. It'll let you know when all that stuff comes out. And there's also free videos and technique, and all the lick of the days are there as well. And some of them have tabs. So check out brettpapa.com. But I digress. Let's get on with this video. So we're going to use A major pentatonic and one of the notes from the A major scale. And we're going to use that to kind of play off of that chord progression I was doing, right? And when I did that chord right there, specifically, that's why I'm using that note, right? Because it's one of the options over that particular chord that we can use to base our melody off of, right? Right, really typical kind of chord progression. So I'm thinking I want to develop something around my A chord, since that's the predominant sound. I've got an A chord here in position 1 of major pentatonic. I got an A chord here in position 2, right? And then I'm going to take another A chord at the end in position 4. Right? And I'm going to use that area as well. But the beginning, I want it to be a memorable vocal line. So we got... Now those 4 notes right there, right? 3, 2, 4, 2. They contain both notes from both this chord and this chord. So it's going to work over those 2 chords. Right? So I went 3, 2, 4, 2. I hit a note from this chord, this one right here, and I hit 2 notes of my A chord, right? I hit both my 3rd and my root. So we got very easy to remember and hum, but I wasn't quite done there, so I wanted to go. Now that right there seems like a line. It's done. I've said something, right? And I want to come up with kind of a call and response if you're thinking more like blues, or in my rhyme scheme way of thinking about it, the B line, right? So I've got an A line and my B line. Now, I don't want my B line to be something that has nothing to do with the A line. I want it to be in the same context with the same idea, but I'm going to change it up just a little bit, right? So we got 3, 2, 4, 2. I roll over and go 2, 4, 2, and then I slide up 4 to 6, and I hit 6 and 5. These two notes right here are from my A chord as well. This time it's the 3rd of the chord and the 5th of the chord, right? So I went 3rd, root, 5th, root, and slide up 3rd, 5th. Right? Those are the intervals of the chord, right? Or the chord tones, right? And so second line is going to be almost the identical thing. Except I just come back, right? I slide up, go back to the G string 6, pull off, and then hit the root note twice, right? Okay, so I've had to take a breath, right? Like any vocal line would do, you put in rests or breaths or whatever, the spot where you want to maybe hang on the vibrato a little bit, right? Right, so that's like breathe, sentence 2. Rest, right? Third line, going back to the first, right? So it's A, B, A. Rest, little vibrato. Now I'm going to change up the rhyme scheme, so I'm not going to go A, B, A, B. I'm going to go A, B, A, C. Now C is going to be different, but it's still going to be composed of the same notes, because if you think about a story or a paragraph, the last line may be different and kind of leading you into the next thought, but it also concludes, right, where you're at, right? It's like the final statement, and then you go on to something different, right? So that line, I'm going to go. Using all the same notes we used on the first two parts, but I'm going to change it up, right? So I came and I used part of the A chord, right? This one right here, and I'm going to go 4G, and then we got, that's the cell phone note. Sorry. Soon to be 5G, but we're going to break it 6G right here. So we got 4G, we got B5, and I'm going to hammer to G6. Slide down just like we did, right? And then I go 4, 4, 2. Back to the D and go 4, 2. And then I'm going to go to the G string, 4, 6, 4, 2. Right, so the whole line. And it feels complete there, right? So let's do the whole thing again. Remember, our rhyme scheme, or thinking like a vocalist, is going to be simple. It's going to have the A, B, A, C rhyme scheme, okay? Check it out. We go. At that point, I want to do something different, and I'm going to use not A and B lines, but I'm just going to kind of go someplace different. I've stuck with that melodic idea, and now I can kind of go wherever I want, right? I don't have to keep doing A, B, or whatever. Now I just want to do something different, and in this case, I chose to do a little like a kind of Billy Gibbons style. Right? But still playing off of this A chord. And remember, right? Those are all of our chords. So we're still playing off that idea. So when I'm going, I'm playing off of the A chord by hitting the root, but I got that G in mind. That's more back to the A kind of sound, right? So we got, but it also is from that chord, right? Or my D chord. And then this is just a way to get out of it. So that's going to be on the A string, 4, 5, and you can either do 2 on the D or the G, right? So 4, right? So, and then I went back to the A and went 3, 4, down to my A note. Now the next line again is all playing off of A chords, but I wanted to kind of get to a new spot on the neck, so I chained A chords together. Check this out. I went, right? So I took this A chord and moved up to this A chord. Okay, and I did that by using the G string and the E string. 6, 5, 7, 7, 9, 9. And again, it's still a simple melody line. Right, so that. Right, you can do it like that. I don't remember what the exact timing was, but still simple, still hummable, nothing crazy. And then I wanted to do something that was playing off the A chord again, but was kind of a finishing line. So right, now that's off of this A chord. Remember, because we're still jamming over. So now I'm gonna play off of the 5th in the root. Right, so I went 9, 10, 9, 12, 9, and then I went 12, and I grabbed that 9th fret. Now, if you noticed, I've just hit every single note of my A chord. And then I went. Now that's off position 4. And then I went down to position 3. Right, to do that. So I went. That note's part of my A chord too, right? That kind of C shape. So you hammer on the G string 9 to 11 while letting B10 ring. And then slide on the D string 11, 9 to 7. And then come back. All right, so that's where we are with that. Now, so we kind of completed that phrase as well. All right, so remember the rhyme scheme, A, B, A, B. Take a breath in your phrasing. It's super simple. It sounds really simple. It is simple, but it's very important to start thinking more like a vocalist in your playing. It will just make you 100 times more melodic, and chances are it'll make you play more to the song, which is what everybody wants anyways. There's always that time to shine, but more often than not, play to the song, and that will really make you shine as a player, because people will want you in the band. They're like, dude, that guy comes up with sick, or girl, that guy or gal comes up with sick stuff. I want them in our band. Or maybe you got your own band, right? And you'll be, everybody, like vocalists, can't you hear my awesome phrasing as a guitar player? Now, you need to think A, B, A, B. I'm just kidding. All right, by the sounds of it, the troops are getting restless. My kids are all starting to scream down the hallway, so any minute somebody will be bursting in the door. But I want to say thank you. If you got something out of this video, thumbs up, that would be killer. Send it along, post it far and wide, Facebook, Twitter, wherever, Pinterest, whatever floats your boat. Share the video, that would be awesome. And then over here, brettpapa.com supports the whole operation. All these free videos are because of the people who support brettpapa.com. Super stoked. Make sure to check out the Tim Pierce stuff over there too, and subscribe. And over there, there'll be something else for you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the continued support. I'll catch you next time.